Hello, this is Zedis. Welcome back to another Mario Maker 2 video, clearing more Uncleared 2020 levels. I could not access the site that tells me how many levels are left. The last time I looked it was 7,700 levels, so I can only assume it's a lot less right now. The first two levels are going to be by the same guy who made that really long 3D World mask level from last video. I did boo that one, and I don't regret it because I think it's not that greatly made. But it wasn't that bad, and this guy had a couple of other uncleared levels. And he actually had a lot of very difficult levels, just looking at them. A lot of them only had one clear and were very difficult. So I thought it'd at least be a challenge. This new Super Mario Bros. U level is a boss rush / squirrel Kaizo. I wouldn't really call it a Kaizo, but there are some Kaizo-ish tricks. This is one that I was recording for a while, and I was having a lot of difficulty with one specific part. And then I kind of figured it out, but then there was something wrong with the recording, so I had to start over. And then I started over and I beat it in one try. And so I'm gonna make this look super easy, but I'll point out the spot. It's right up here. I'm skipping a lot of stuff, but you have to Z jump with the squirrel suit onto the swamp, and I could not figure out how to do that right, because it's very hard to boost off of a spin jump because you accidentally squirrel dive or whatever, you know, do the flight thing. I figured out that if you hit Z with the squirrel, do the spin jump, you can boost your jump with the normal jump button, so you don't have to hit Z again. That's how I did it eventually. But yeah, I'm gonna make this look super easy because I beat it in one life on the on this attempt. In fact, there's like nothing after that. That one, getting to the Iggy boss fight was the part that was really giving me difficulty. I couldn't bounce off that thwomp and boost up to Iggy, but there I did it in that one try. So that one apparently the video was 2 minutes long. I didn't cut it. I don't like that level at all, actually. I really don't like the boss fights are unimaginative. Difficulty is all over the map. But then we get to this level, Operation Cannonball, and you'll see I tried it and I haven't liked it or booed it, and there's 219 tries. I think I probably gave it 100 lives in an hour already. This is Mask Kaizo again with the cannon box. This one is a tough level, and I would say it's a good level. I at least like it. It's definitely the kind of level where if you're an endless player, you don't want to see it because it's really hard to figure out. But it's one that you know is gonna take a lot of lives. It's gonna be a difficult level. So hearts and boos don't really matter much except for endless. They will, you know, you could maybe get in the popular category too, but this is a 4-year-old level, so it's not going to the popular list anytime soon. Yeah, there's some really tough moves here. A lot of air stalling, which can be really hard. This is also a level where I feel like the difficulty is super uneven. So we're in this room now, the second part. You'll notice that I'm not even shooting these things. Well, he lets you get up on the left without doing it. That's not too difficult, but you have to shoot to the left. I was accidentally facing right. We'll do it right here. And then you have to air stall for a second. Now this is the room that was giving me difficulty. In fact, I had to sleep on this to try to, and I was thinking about it, and I kind of got it. But so you have to really air stall on this one. I was trying to shoot the cannon box into the on-off and then get on top of that. It's probably possible, but it's not what he wants you to do, and it's difficult. So yeah, there I air stalled really well, and then you have to jump over to this ledge, which is easier said than done. I will show a failure on that. And then this next part is super easy. Like, you're supposed to be shooting left and right and getting this key eventually and avoiding that piranha creeper, but you can kill the piranha creeper and just jump up there and get the key. Yeah, we just jump up there and get the key. This next part is another really hard part. You have to jump across and hit that box, and then you have to hit the on-off switch just below that. Look at how hard this is. Hard. That is a hard move, and getting out of this is really difficult. And that's the danger jumping out of there. You have to time that perfectly. But once I kind of figure out a good way to air stall, we'll definitely see a whole run of this one too. Yeah, once I learn how to properly air stall and get into that box, you have to basically land in that box. There you go. That's not easy. And then he does warn you that he wants you to do a shell jump in this level. It says warning shell jump. Here's the full run. You don't have to do the shell jump. So I do eventually give this a like because I really did enjoy figuring this out and beating it. But some of it is like really difficult and well designed, and some of it is pretty cheesable, honestly. That first part through this door that you can cheese, I don't blame him too much. You know, it's early on in the level, whatever. I was doing this when I first started doing it. I was doing what he wanted me to do, but then I realized I didn't need to. Yeah, I'll just watch how beautiful this is. You have to jump off the wall, do an air stall, and you want to make sure that you wait until that stops and you're in there. Perfect jump. Kill that guy. Go up to the left. We're gonna power through and get this key. We don't need to do the back and forth crap at all. It's fine, whatever. This part, you just have to be quick and accurate. Shoot that. I did an air stall type of thing. I kind of basically was using my same. So instead of doing the shell, you're supposed to take damage to do the shell jump. I'm just gonna go over here. You have to take damage. Do this on-off shit. I don't know. Anyway, you don't have to do it. So whatever. I definitely was looking at the viewer just to make sure. This part's not super hard. I never died here. I only got here once and I won. But you know, it's a nice little thing at the end. It's not easy. You have to be pretty good at it. So I do give this a like, and I do leave him a message that the level's very uneven. But yeah, the part with the blinking blocks where you have to stall and land in that box, that part is wicked. I go back to that part to leave the Mark of ZDs because I was so ecstatic to be able to beat this level because it took me a long time. Probably 2.5 hours total. I spent an hour on it one night and I couldn't figure out a good way to do this part. I did land in the box a couple of times, but I couldn't get past it. And I realized, well, it's just a timing thing. If I can figure out a good way to get into that box every time. Yeah, that was a tough level. Yeah, it is barely a heart, but I was super happy to beat it. On to the new Super Mario Brothers U level, or one of them. I did 2 of each again on this one. This is the garbagest level of this video. In fact, I had the 3 really difficult levels that I did, and I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna be enough for a video. So I went back and did a couple more. I did this 3D World level, and I think the next one is no, this is New Super Mario Brothers U, and the next one's a 3D World level. And they were the easiest levels. This one, I can't remember if this one took me. No, maybe it was the Super Mario World level that I did second to last. This was the last level I did, I think. This was a crudely made troll level. You go over here, that fireball comes out of the pipe, and then it doesn't leave the pipe area, so you're dead. Yeah, right after the beginning, no big deal. We'll just make sure there's nothing in that question block. So, this part really sucks. So there's a boss fight. You have to kill Boom Boom to get a key. There's also a Lakitu throwing Potaboos above me. Very easy to just get hit by an errant fireball. I was trying to kill that guy. I wanted to get him. But, yeah, very easy to get a fireball. Like he threw a fireball, it pops up right up my butt. Yeah, you just have to get lucky here. I mean, you can get very unlucky, but you can also kill Boom Boom pretty fast, so the goal is just to get through this as quickly as possible. The less time you spend in here, the fewer fireballs that are going to get thrown. The trolls here are very like, oh, do I hit this? Maybe the good idea is to never hit anything in this goddamn level. So, yep. I'm not even going to dignify that with a death. Just avoid that. I went the right way the first time there. If you go to the right, you get soft locked. You get a clown car, a fire clown car. You have a fire. Some bosses here. I didn't really look. There is actually one really funny part of this level now that I think about it. There is a Lakitu above, and he's throwing giant launchers, which I found out the hard way. But I had a power up, so I lived through that. Just looking on, there's a Bowser fight over here. I do see a key door, so I think maybe I better kill this guy. Could have sped this part up, I guess. You'll notice that the video is pretty long this time. It's because the final level that I'll include is a pretty brutal puzzle level. Super Mario World. Oh, there. That's actually worth the wait. I forgot about that too. Yeah, a lot of shit jumping on my head. I did not expect that at all. I didn't know Bowser Jr. was even over there. So this part is actually kind of tough. You want to do a duck slide, but you want speed, because if you don't have speed, you can't get up there, and you can't win. But you do need a fire flower, or at least you need a power-up, because you get in here, you get hit. So if you went through there small, you would die. This part... So I'm like, okay, Boom Boom, I don't need it. I already have a key from Bowser. I thought maybe he had a key too. I get in this area, and I'm on a slope, and you can see the ball right there of the flag, and I'm like, why isn't it letting me win? I should be winning, shouldn't I? I do believe you have to slide into this, and when you're big, you can't slide. I'll get in there again when I'm small. I'll take damage from Boom Boom. And I also don't win, and I'm like, well, why am I need to slide, and I can't slide. It won't let me slide. I was like, how the hell did I win? I even contemplated quitting at this point. I'm like, this level is so easy. I hate not being able to clear it. Eventually, it works. I have no idea how. Yeah, so you have to slide on that slope. But you can't do it when you're big because you're 2 tiles high. When you're small, it feels like you should be able to do it, but I couldn't do it. If you ever have to get into that gap, if there's a level that requires you to do that, it actually takes a lot of trying, and eventually you'll just do it. That's why I can't slide, because I can't get through that little gap. It's just a shitty setup. That part alone was enough to make me kind of like laugh at this level, so it's not a total waste at least. It's a garbage level though. I booted a long time ago. I was like, what the hell was that? But yeah, that Cannon Kaizo, I was like, well, that's gotta be the centerpiece of this video. That one was really tough. Oh God, I forgot about this one. But yeah, that puzzle level is something else, man. Anyway, this second 3D world level is trash. Very annoying trash. It uses a very janky tech. I've definitely seen this before. It took me a while to recall what I'm doing. Something about spin in the title, I don't remember. I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to bounce over this guy to get over these spikes. R and up does a little twirl jump. You got to do some sort of twirl jump, and I'm like, I'm not sure what I'm doing here. And then I realized, like, that I have totally seen what he wanted me to do. You got to twirl up into this guy from the bottom, but he does not set it up in a way that makes it easy. And it's just difficult to get over here. I died tons of times on this. And you can also die if you miss that guy down there. It's pretty easy to miss him. Shit up there, I don't know what that's all about. Some precise, it's basically bonus, but there's some precision stuff, which 3D World Precision, and it's like pixel perfect precision. Yeah, 3D World Precision is not something I would be effing with, especially for a bonus. This part is also, like, that first part is janky. This part is just garbage. Really hard jumps. Really precise jumps. It just doesn't work. This level is just trash. And he puts that spike guy in there, and it's just kills me for no reason. And then I have to do the stupid twirl jumps, and I'm like, you boost off of that boost pad and land on that thwomp and then jump to the next section. I thought maybe Z jump was the answer. No, it's not. You get killed. You have to jump, do a really precise twirl, and I died dozens of times right on that spike. It's so hard to get over that, right? This is the final life of the first part. There is a checkpoint in the second part that's really pointless. Yeah, that stuff up top, it's like, it's nothing. I don't know. I don't understand. I feel like he did it just for bait, but I don't think anyone's fallen for that. Yeah, this is a super precise. The rest of the level is kind of a joke. Actually, I'm not at the checkpoint yet. As long as you don't lose your power up, you're fine here. I mean, you do need to lose it right here. But the checkpoint's right there, so, you know. And then we have a car section, which thankfully it's not too much, but basically you have to make it over that wall, or you have to have all 3 hits to get through these blocks. So I'm like, okay, well that's not too hard. It's just you get over that wall, you win. That's the challenge right here. Yeah, just completely, like, this whole level is just so cobbled together and just not very good. It's hard though. The first section is so hard. So the jumps are so precise. This part looks tough, but it's not bad. You could die here, but it's not going to be hard to avoid dying. I'm not a very good at these timing puzzles, but the way it moves, it's fast enough where it's pretty easy to just go. You just got to get the timing, you know, down. But yeah, I mean, the second part of that level is a joke. The first part is garbage, though. I don't even remember what I left. Oh, I think I did leave him a comment that said jank, and then I left him a comment that said terrible or something like that. This one is pretty forgettable. The Super Mario World level, the first of 2, and then we have the puzzle level at the end, which was very difficult to edit, and it took me 90 minutes to beat. So that one didn't take me the longest, but the video part's gonna take the longest. This is a classic dry bowl, lava raising up and down. The only real challenge with this level is this part right here, and I'm only gonna show you one death, but it took me a while to figure this out. So you wanna go down on the donuts, do the dry bowl thing where you turn into a skeleton. But if you're not up out of that, you will die when you hit the lava. So you need to precisely know when to go and do a little ground pound thing, and then that's easy. It's not very hard. This part with the saw, there's a we're out waiting the P-switch. I don't even think he wants you to do this. I think he wants you to lose the dry bull shell, because if you go through this door, which you can make it, there's another dry bull shell. So we got some dry bones throwing bones. I hate that. I think I booed it for that. I did boo it at some point, but because this is the RNG, you can't always tell. You know, especially when the lava is lowering, they don't die with the lava. So you can get hit by a bone that you don't even know is there. Very annoying. Yeah, this level is not much. Oh, I put it here because, like, if you don't go instantly, you die. And I didn't know what was through the door. I didn't even have time to react, really. But yeah, if you go instantly, you win. But if you don't, the bullets fire. You don't have time to go. Maybe if you go, is there another dry bull? I don't think there's another dry bull through that door, unlike that other part. You get to this, there's a flying boom boom fight, which is annoying because he's very RNG. And right here, he doesn't go down as far as, he's not going to go down too far, because if he hits the lava, he dies. So you only have to hit him once. There's also Magic Koopas shooting magic, which you can actually bounce off the magic if you're in the bowl. Which is kind of fun, but yeah, you hit him once, he's dead. I could have jumped over that muncher. I didn't quite see what was there, and I was a little afraid. You hit the muncher on a wrong angle, you die, obviously. You'll see me get really lucky right here. Probably should have lost the bowl there on that second bullet, but the hitboxes of those things are a little odd. So thankfully I got through that without dying. I thought I was dead there too. I was like, oh my god, I'm dead. I'm dead. I wasn't in that little alcove. Thankfully doesn't raise the lava one more tile, or else I would be screwed. Yeah, pretty forgettable level. Not that hard. I'm sure it took me like 20 lives though. That part with the donuts was extremely hard. And the dry bones throwing their bones killed me a few times, at least twice anyway. It was mostly those donuts that killed me. That was hard to figure out. Probably why most people quit. Yeah, not super memorable. So here's the puzzle level. I don't do this correctly. Let's say it's very hard to even edit this, because I figure out what I need to do. This level's actually pretty cool. It's like 3 different puzzle rooms, and it's the same kind of setup, but he changes things slightly every time. So I think I can grab that POW. I can't. I didn't even notice it, but I killed the dry bull shell that's in that bumper area. So here I'm just kind of like, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, I figured that out the first life. If you hit that tile block, it'll knock that post down, the chain chomp stump. And I'm like, oh, okay, I see some shit here. I do need a P-switch to get into the door. And there's a question block, so that's the only thing. There's nothing hidden in this stage. I was looking at the viewer just to see, make sure that he wasn't cheating, and he's not. And for the record, I did not give this a heart. I kind of want to, though. But I didn't do it right either, so I don't know. It doesn't matter if you do it right. You just have to do it. If you can get through the damn level, you do it. But we need to hit a P-switch to get into that door. We want that, presumably we want that blue on-off block on, or off. The blue one needs to be on anyway. And we need that POW to stand on to get in that door, right? That's the only way to do it. There's nothing. I guess we could get a stump over there, but if you could get it over there, I never figured out a way to get it over there. So yeah, so I'm trying to get the dry bull now. It's like in a spot where I don't think I can get it. And I mess up again. I keep thinking I can grab the POW. In fact, in the next two rooms, the POW is in the exact same spot. I keep thinking that POW is gettable, that I can, maybe he lowered it one block, but he never does. It's on the same exact spot. Okay, so if I raise that dry bowl up and I hit the on-off switch, it doesn't kill it. It knocks it over to the left just a little. It's in the spot where it's not quite in that block. So now, hey, I have a dry bowl. I can get the POW. I can jump up and get the POW. There's a muncher over there. This cannon, I haven't seen what this cannon shoots, but if I put the POW under that, I know if I activate that skull block, it'll drop. If the POW's under it, I can actually see what's in there, and it is a giant spike ball. And if I have that giant spike ball, I can break that block and get through. Then I can kill the muncher with the POW and I can get through there, right? But the problem is, if I don't have the POW, how do I get in the door? I need, like, the P-switch has to be active, so I can't get in the door on the P-switch. That's not possible. So, actually, at this point, I haven't broken that block, and I'm not sure that I can. But the answer turns out to be that stump. I got rid of it. Oh, I didn't even show how I got rid of her, did I? No, I did. In the previous life, I did figure out that I can ground pound with the... So I broke that block, and I'm like, well, I can kill the muncher now. Yeah, I don't... Honestly, if you have a better solution to this puzzle... If you're watching this, I'd love to hear it, but I could not figure out. So I'm like, oh, I can get through that bottom gap now. Now we need the P switch, but it's kind of blocked off over there too. You notice that, right? I haven't activated that question block at all yet. That's really hard to get through this gap. And I'm like, well, how do I get the P switch? Because it'll block me off if I hit it over here. You see that little P-switch block to the right of me right now. If I hit the P-switch over here, it's going to block me off. So I'm like, well, I'm screwed, aren't I? I don't know if you've noticed, though, but when I activated the block... By the way, the only thing you can activate that question block with is the dry bowl. You have to throw it into it. But I'm like, yeah, if I activate that, it bounces up. And if I'm quick enough, I can grab it. But oh no, I do have the dry bowl over there still. So yeah, I figured this out pretty quick. You just have to be quick and precise, and it's not too bad. So I'm like, okay, well, let's get rid of the muncher. But then I'm like, well, no, I need that POW to enter the door. How do I get past that muncher if I can't kill him with the POW? And I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, man, there's no way to get past that muncher without. So yeah, now I killed the muncher and I can get over there, but what does that help me? There's nothing I can do to get in the... The only way I can get in the door is with the POW. I have to have the POW at the end. I do think that there are some superfluous red herrings in this level. I assume. Yeah, I'm not even sure exactly what I'm... if I beat it on this life, or if I beat this first room on this life, because there are 3 rooms, remember. Yeah, this took me a lot of thought. But I'm thinking that the muncher, that block down there, those are red herrings. Those don't matter. I say, all I really need is that POW. And this is how I'm getting through this. Oh, did I skip a lot here? Yeah, I did, I guess. Oh no, maybe I didn't. I don't make it. No, I do. I must have cut a lot out. Yeah, so I'm like, a POW drop is how I can get in that door. I'm like, he doesn't want me to do that, does he? I must have to get a stump over there, but I don't figure out any way to do that. Like, I try to get the power away. But you see, I don't have the on-off blocks in this section. So I'm like, well, there's no way to get the dry bowl. I had to use on-offs to get the dry bowl in the last room. The on-off, I guess I didn't need to do that. Because you can just jump into it. If it's up there, you can just jump into it. I'm like, oh, I guess I didn't need those ever. I could have done that. He just made me think I needed them, I guess. So yeah, now we have to get into that pipe. And I'm thinking, well, I don't think I did that last room right, but I could do pretty much the exact same thing in this room. But I will say, door entry on a POW drop is not super hard if you're good. And I really can't imagine that he's gonna make me do that. Here, I just messed this up really bad. But I'm gonna do the same thing. Pipe entry on a POW drop is much harder. And especially, like, you don't have a lot of room over there to do it. And I mean, that's really hard to do that in the first room, too. I think the first room actually took me a lot longer. And I'm like, than the other 2 rooms. And I'm like, you can get this POW back, actually. It's not very easy, though. And you can keep trying, but you're going to eventually hit that muncher or fall down the pit. But yeah, there's a lot of things. Like, I never, ever used what was in that cannon. In fact, in the 3rd room, I don't show it. But the cannon actually contains 1-ups. So yeah, my plan is to do this. But I figure out. So this is my plan. It's a very deft switch where I drop the P switch and do a little exchange where I drop this over here, and then I'm gonna do a little. That can't possibly be what he intended, but it worked. So I got through that second room pretty quick, just using the same things as I did in the first room. Like I said, I don't think I'm doing this right. So we're in this room, right? We don't have that chain chomp stump anymore. In fact, it's over to the right, you see? We have a muncher with a chain chomp stump on top of it. So we have to kill that chain chomp stump and kill the muncher, and then there's a P-switch door right underneath him, and that leads to the end. But here's the thing. I'm like, well, God, how do I get the damn dry bowl now? And this is one of the reasons why, I don't want to like this because I feel like I cheesed it, but getting this dry bowl is so difficult. That makes me not want to like it, even if I actually like the level. I was very proud to have beaten this level, by the way. I was just as proud to have beaten this level as I was the cannon level. I finally was able to move it enough to the left that I could grab it. It was really hard. And what really sucks is when you die in this room, it takes forever to get that bowl, so that really bothers me. I did not know that was going to happen, by the way. I thought if I was holding the dry bowl and I throw it up. Anyway, so what I really need to do is I need to kill that muncher and I need to stomp on that stump. And I'm like, okay, I kill the muncher. I can get over to the right by using the skull platform like I have been, but I still need that P-switch. And the only way to get the P-switch is to throw the dry bowl. And I thought, okay, I'll reset the room, and then I'm like, oh wait, no, I can't do that. He does build it in such a way where I can't possibly get soft locked, which is nice. It's very well done. So here I'm gonna go over here. It's easy to get over here to kill the stump, but I'm like, I need to get over here again. I can get rid of both of those things pretty easily, but I need to get over there again. So I'm gonna throw this up, grab the bowl, holding the bowl, get the P-switch, and then I'm like, but how do I get over there? How can I get over there? I got rid of the two things I need to get rid of, but I can't get over there. That's the conundrum right now. And I'm like, there was a lot of footage of me just sitting here looking at the screen. Like a lot of it. Sometimes I was studying the map on the Wizalist program just to contemplate it. I'm like, I don't understand this at all. Yeah, here's the last run, and I just wanted to sped the part where I got the dry bowl up. This is just, eventually, yeah, it'll pop right out. I don't understand it, but it does. I don't know if I ever even activated that cannon the second life, or the second room, but in this room it contains 1-ups. But there's no reason to have the spike ball anyway. There's nothing to break. Again, I don't know what the hell he wants me to do. This can't possibly be right. Actually, this last room, I'm pretty sure I did the way he wanted to do it. And here I haven't really figured this out yet. But so we need to get over there with the dry bowl to crush the stump, and then we need to use the POW to kill the muncher. We need to keep the dry bowl, obviously, to get the P-switch. There's no other way to get the P-switch. I'm thinking right now that I can maybe slide right through there with the dry bowl ducking thing where I die. And you know what? That worked. I was like, yes, that worked. I could not believe that worked. So now I'm gonna get the P-switch right now. We'll wait for the muncher. But we know how to get over to the right already. It's easy enough. We need to activate the skull platform, put the P-switch right behind us. This is pretty brilliant, by the way. And then we can grab it once we're halfway through the door, and or through the bumper. Man, that level was a brain buster, and I don't think I did it correctly, but I'm so glad I got through that. If you know the solution, tell me, man. I don't get it. If you've made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and you'll see my 44-minute record. That's not counting. The first room took me longer than the other two rooms. Anyway, yeah, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I will see you next time.